there's something you should know about me. I hate cables, and you probably do too. But the problem is, sound quality is also very important to me, and many wireless headsets are not always the best in that department. Well, until now. Hey, Jake Becken here, and I've been using the Audeze Penrose for a few months now, and let's just get this out of the way right now. These headphones are not cheap and they aren't perfect, but are they worth it? Well, if you like wireless headsets that can actually get loud, provide great imaging and footstep directions in-game, and they use technology that no other wireless gaming headset uses, well, then, I don't know, maybe you'll like these. Oh, and by the way, these could be your new headphones. Audeze was nice enough to send over these to do a giveaway for you guys, so watch till the end to find out how you can enter to win. All right, let's sizzle. If all you really care about is the wireless aspect of the headphone and just want okay sound quality, well, then I think something like the official Xbox or PlayStation headsets will probably suit you guys more, or one of the many $100 range headsets for PC. But if you're like me and you want to squeeze out every ounce of sound quality from your headsets that you can get, while still having the convenience of being wireless, then keep listening. Plus, I'm going to let you know which version of these headphones you should get, because they have two different versions for the Xbox and PC, or PS5 and PC, and honestly, at first, I was confused on the differences. It's not readily apparent. They even do work with the Nintendo Switch. You got all three consoles covered. Now, I'm going to assume that a lot of you might have never even heard of Audeze before, unless you're an audiophile or you're into high-end audio. Audeze is one of the most well-known names in that space, with headphones like these at over $2,000. This should give you an idea that they probably know what they are doing when it comes to audio quality. I'll go more in depth on this later. Battery life on the Audeze Penrose is about average. You'll get about 13 hours. The official Xbox headset is about 15 hours. These do have USB-C, and they only take about 2.5 to 3 hours to fully charge. You also can't use these with just a USB-C charging cable, so if you want to charge them while you are playing, you have to still have the wireless dongle connected. But I don't think this is that big of a deal. What is slightly frustrating though is the software and the experience with iOS. You can download the Audeze HQ software for PC, but you cannot connect it wirelessly through the USB dongle. You have to be connected via USB-C. Here, you can update the firmware and do minimal adjustments such as turn on and off side tone, where you can hear your own voice in the headset, and you can change the sound mix between game and voice chat, and if you're connected to both a Bluetooth device like your phone and the wireless dongle at the same time, which is another cool feature, you can change the sound mix between these as well. The iOS app is called the same thing, but it doesn't support the Penrose right now, so you are limited to using Android, Mac, or Windows. And it's weird because you can connect via Bluetooth to the Android app, but you can't connect wirelessly to the PC or Mac like I mentioned earlier. Again, it's a minor inconvenience, but it would be nice if they could change this with a firmware update. Now in the desktop app, you also can have up to 5 EQ presets that you can customize yourself, or Audeze also provides 5 awesome different EQ presets like EDM, pop music, gently warm. The one major issue, and most likely an easy software fix, is that you cannot rename the presets. If you put the EDM preset in slot 2, it's going to be pretty hard to remember what you have in each slot when you cannot rename them. Pretty weird, and hopefully they will update this soon. And we probably shouldn't forget about the 3.5mm aux connection. You remember those. Well, actually really, I am glad that they added it, because these are primarily a wireless headset, because if you are going to be connected to these with a wire, then at their price point of $299, that opens up a whole lot of options. But this does give you a great alternative way to connect to the devices that you have that don't support the dongle or Bluetooth. I would caution though about using these with the 3.5mm cable connected into the Xbox controller, or I'm assuming the PlayStation controller as well, because when I did this, any little movement, especially with the mic, would cause a very unpleasant scratching static noise. I don't know if this was my cable or controller, but really you should be connecting these wirelessly anyways, because you can't connect to these passively. Even with using the aux cable, you still need to be using the battery. Build quality is great on these, and they're mostly plastic, but they still feel very solid. The hinge and strap adjustments are solid, and I appreciate that the cups rotate enough to allow you to wear them around your neck. This is a feature that I don't understand why all headphones don't have. Comfort is a mixed bag for me. The top has a memory foam headband, and these are a memory foam ear pads, but for me, the ear cup size is slightly smaller than I would like, and the memory foam isn't as forgiving. They are also a little bit heavy at 373 grams with the mic, but overall, I would give them a 7 out of 10 in terms of comfort. They are fine for gaming for long sessions, but I wouldn't really want to wear them out, and if trying to lay down with them in bed or something like that and listen to music, if you press the ear cups towards your ear at all, like laying on a pillow, they make a weird suction cup effect and just press into your ears too much. I honestly get this suction cup feeling at all times when I'm wearing them. This helps with the passive noise cancellation and getting that better sound quality that Audeze intended, and after a while you forget about it, but it's kind of hard to explain, and I don't think I've encountered it in other headsets. But overall, if using these for their intended use case, I think they are fine, and the sound quality more than makes up for this. Now controls, there's a lot of them. And it's nice that they are all on the left side, but it is going to take you a little bit to remember where they all are and rely on that muscle memory. The side of the ear cup is where the mic mute on-off switch lives, as well as the power button. Now when you do power this headset on, it doesn't remember the source you were using last or smartly connect to the closest source. It always defaults to connecting to the dongle. So if you were connected via Bluetooth and turn the headset off and back on again, you are going to have to change the source again, which is done on the bottom of the ear cup here, and this switches between the dongle, Bluetooth, and aux, and there's a nice little voice in there that tells you which source you are on. And this is also where the mic connection, USB-C, aux input, and mic level and volume level wheels live. And if you give the mic wheel a little push and a little turn, you can change the mix between voice chat and game chat. The dongle on the Xbox Penrose X version has a switch to change between Xbox and PC, and the same with the PlayStation version, but for PlayStation. But this will really let you know which version of the headset that you should get. And now for the main reason that you should be getting these headphones, sound quality. They use a different technology for the speakers than most other headsets called planar magnetic. Basically, you have the diaphragm in between precisely cut magnets, and this gives you the ability to provide a much bigger drivers in a space like this and cover more surface area. And physics tells us that the bigger the drivers, the better frequency response those speakers are going to have. And this technology also provides much tighter and accurate bass. I think when people talk about loving bass, it's not only about how much bass, but how tight and accurate it is as well. So no, these don't provide the deepest, most rumbling bass I've ever heard the way they are tuned, but the bass it does provide is no slouch and it's intoxicating. Usually this technology is reserved for headphones that cost $1,000 or more. And really, you don't want your gaming headset to have overbearing bass anyways, because this will take away from your soundstage and that pinpoint accuracy for footsteps and everything else like that. And you can use provided EQ to squeeze out more bass if you'd like. Now highs are clear and crisp, and mids are some of the best I've heard on a headset at this price. Soundstage is also great, especially for a closed back headphone. This is another advantage to the planar magnetic drivers. The positional awareness is highly accurate, and these really are some of the best sounding wireless headsets that you can buy. Other features are average, but I've always been a sound quality first kind of guy, so if that's you too, then these are for you. I can live with finicky or non-existent features, but sound quality is the most important thing to me. Although I do wish that the sound level change between adjustments was smaller, it's a little hard to dial in the perfect volume. And luckily the wireless mic that's included is decent as well. I had no complaints from anyone in game. So which Penrose did you actually buy? Unless you are someone who can't live with the green on the Penrose X, or you need a headset to match your PlayStation, then without hesitation, go with the Penrose X. Unfortunately, because of Microsoft's licensing agreements, you can't use the blue Penrose dongle with Xbox, but you can actually connect the Penrose X dongle into the PlayStation, and if you just switch to PC mode, it works perfectly. It also works this way with the Nintendo Switch as well. The Penrose X will work with the PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, so if you want the most versatility, definitely go with them. Whew. Now about that giveaway, I really want you to be able to experience these because they're just that good. But the thing is, I'm not gonna be able to pick a winner until we can get to 3,000 subs and this video gets 250 likes. So if you guys could just like this video and share my content with your buddies, I couldn't thank you enough. Also, comment below what you love or hate the most about bacon and I'll be picking a random winner. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button until it starts to sizzle, subscribe for more, and ring that bell to get that sweet, sweet smell of bacon in your inbox. And always remember, in bacon we trust.